Hello, Facebook. I thought I'd get the timing of the music right when I went live, but that's okay. Everything is divinely timed. Hey, honey, it's Val, and it's Saturday night, March 21st, 2020, 7:36 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I've had such an interesting day. Oh my goodness, I've had such an interesting day, and I want to tell you about it, and I want more of you to join. Hopefully, some of you are present right now to receive this vibration live. But if you're watching the playback, let me know you're watching the playback. And if you love it, share it. I'm just here to be with you tonight and tell you about what's going on, and to bring through a sense of calm and grounding. And I want to share with you when we get to it, when more of us are on here, after I tell you about my phone experience today, how to decide your energy as you're going to sleep and wake. And the music that you're hearing in the background is my music. Hey Mandy, how are you? It's my music. So let me share this, and let's get a few more people on, and I really have always streamed through a channel message tonight every time I'm live, and pull some cards for the collective and see what comes through, and tell you guys about how to manage and decide and choose your gorgeous energy when we're going through a big shift on the outside. Calling it big shift. So, all right, let me share this, and you guys share it too, please. That would be good. And if you want to listen to this download that I created today, this music, I posted it to my page free, and it's on SoundCloud, and I want you to enjoy it because it's meant to calm and quiet. Oops. I'm trying to share this, and I have sound on my own tab. All right, let me share this. Who wants to help me share this? Because I want to talk to you guys. Oh, here it is. All right, let's get Valtopia going here. Starting a watch party. I love this music that came through me today for us. Ooh, guys, there must be energy coming through because I just got super hot. So that means some people are going to come on, and I can feel it. So let me share a few more places and get the crew on. We've had so much interaction over the last few days here in Valtopia with the reboot and the reboot, and it feels so good to reconnect with so many of you and to be able to support you in the best way I know how, which is to talk about our energy and how to deal with big shift. Honey, do I know about big shift? And I was thinking today about how I was thinking last night in the night about the feeling of unknown, and when we go into a state of sort of panic. And for me, like, I'm not gone into a state of panic, but I lost my phone. I had all these kids here the other day, and I got distracted. I was constantly going here and there, and I was doing laundry, and I didn't go anywhere that day. I was here in the building. I went to do laundry. I was making snacks and teaching class and working on Valtopia and doing the whole thing. And somewhere along the way, my phone disappeared, and I haven't found it. And I went on, and I just, was like, all right, moving right along. Let's just get another one. And in the process of getting the other one, Verizon said, well, you should turn off you should change your password for your Apple ID so that nobody can mess with your stuff. So I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I go and do it, and then I get locked out of my Apple ID. And then my Apple ID, the Apple people say, well, you don't have another phone number, so now you're going to have to, it'll be 3 weeks. Sorry, there's nothing we can do. And I was like, first I let the girl on the phone have it, I'm not going to lie, and immediately said, I'm so sorry, I know that is not your problem. Oh no, I'm not plugged in. Let me plug in my... Hang on a second, everybody. Let me plug in the power source before the laptop crashes.
where this all works out. So I know it's possible. It's possible. And I know that my desire.
All right, so hi everybody, say hello. So tell me who's here. I was telling the story and I was just getting into it so I don't get distracted. So I go and I go to Verizon and I order a new phone and it says order complete and I feel completely stoked. I'm like, I'm such a boss. I ordered my new phone. I'm all over it. It's cool. I could go with the flow. And then I check the order the next day early in the morning to see what time I might expect it, and it says your order couldn't be completed. And so I go look, and it's like I didn't check 2 boxes. So I was like, all right, I'll check the 2 boxes. I'll read the things and check the boxes. So I read the things and checked the boxes, and then I was like, all right, I got a new phone coming. Everything's gonna be cool. I won't be stuck without a phone during all this shift. And then I go and I look again, and it says your payment couldn't be completed. And then I was like, why? And then I realized, oh yeah, my credit's frozen because all the times they've busted through credit, I've just frozen it permanently so nobody can mess around. So I had to try to take care of that. At this point today, Verizon is nobody's home. Nobody is home. And everything I tried to do just on the interactive would take me back to a loop of no. And so finally I've surrendered and I created this music we're listening to today. And I'm just going to enjoy being by myself here in my studio and doing what I normally do all the time, which is create music and talk to my clients and do Valtopia business. And of course we had the free boot yesterday, and the free boot was beautiful. If you have a very high energy if you have a busy mind and you have a lot of inspiration and you're always thinking a million times, maybe you kind of call yourself ADD or hyper. If you're highly aware, like you're really aware of something, if you feel empathic and you know things, and you're on all this big shift is shifting you into a place that you remember from a time before that you don't want to go back to and it feels uncomfortable. I invite you to ground, center, and bring in, let go of all this tension that's getting triggered by this big shift within your own body, because all we can ever do is influence and choose our own body experience, and release all that energy and ground and center and bring in fresh inspiration. And I walk you through this process in my free boot. You can join the group and I'll put the link. And then I invite you to join me for the paid reboot tomorrow. I won't talk about that yet. We'll get into that in a minute. You can go in the free boot and I'll tell you all about it in there. So if you want to ground and center, if you want to just listen to this beautiful music that I recorded for you guys today, it's free. I'll put it, actually let me put the link so you can just grab it right now. And I really want you to feel the love coming through this stream for every one of you that I've ever connected with before, and now if you're new or if we're just getting to know each other now, I invite you to listen to the sounds and to feel what happens in your body and to take note of where you might be resonating in your body and in your energy and your being with something that isn't you. And that's what this live stream and the music that I'm sharing will clear your energy field so that you can resonate with your own truth. Because that's really important when there's so much energy of everybody getting tricked into their, like, are you really sure of yourself? Do you really know who you are? And so I wanted to talk about the feeling of when you go in a state of panic. And because, I got divorced a few years ago and suddenly my whole life was changing and I didn't know what I was going to do. And the first couple years after that, and even still, there's moments where I'm like, but I don't feel anymore because I was choosing to learn how to be in the midst of a really difficult shift and own my frequency and trust myself. And in doing so, on the other side of that is like the coming true of my vision and what I believed in and connections with people, places, and things, and money and experiences that I knew came when I did these difficult things. But in the moment I was preparing for or coming into them, I did experience moments of panic and mistrust of my truth and doubt of myself. And the nights would be the worst. So I thought I'd stream tonight for you guys about what to do if you wake in the night and you feel panic. Is anybody having that going on right now? Just because it's like, what the fuck is going on here? I just don't understand some of this stuff people are saying, and look at me touching my face, but I've been completely sequestered. I had invitations, honey, and I had to say no because I'm keeping myself at home. So, if you wake in the night and you doubt yourself and you doubt what's happening out there, maybe not consciously, but your body is feeling that, we really want to come back down into a state inside of our body of peace and calm. And so one of the ways that I got to that place over and over again until that was my general energy state, even when I was facing a big shift, was to really squishy up to my furry, soft sheets and pillows. And if I woke in the night and my monkey mind started to spin a story and try to pull me into anxiety, I'd say, I love my pillow. I love my pillow. My pillow is so good. My pillow is so soft and comfortable, and not let myself be awaked in the night with anxiety and spirals of confusion based on a body reaction that I'm having to hurt stuff I've heard during the day or empathic things I'm picking up. And you want to, before you go to sleep, do the grounding and the centering and the connecting, and get into that state of before you go to sleep, and set a powerful intention about how peaceful and how your energy field won't be disturbed, and how nobody's in your space, and your dreams will be your own to recover your own solutions. And as you wake, do the same thing. And if you don't have a process of getting into this beautiful state of inner connection and peace, come in the free boot and do it. And if you go in there and you don't feel the connection, comment on the video and I'll hook you up. I'll go in there and do another watch party and watch it with you and shift the energy again with you tonight. Let me know if that's what you'd like to do, or in the morning. We could do another round in the morning. So, all right, so that was what I wanted to share. Does anybody have any questions or comments or want to say hi? And come Snuggie with me tonight here as I talk about... Hey, Monica. Hey, Amanda. Hi, Krista, Jadney, Trisha, Kelly, David, Mark, Susan. Hello, everybody. Carmen. Buongiorno, bellissima. Come sta? Come sta? Sì, che stiamo bene. All right. So I'm also going to share this now that we've had a little chat to the Valtopia page, because we got more friends that are on the Valtopia page for sure. You know what's funny about the Valtopia page? I have way more followers than likes. I'm like everybody's little secret passion. And that's actually, that's okay. All right, so let me share this and tell me what's happening with you guys. I'm so excited to begin the reboot tomorrow. The reboot's going to be about tuning into these energies that we are feeling inside of ourselves, and our deepest kind of intuitive hits about what's happening, and also our deepest fear and irrational fears and stuff that might be coming up. Ooh, we're clearing some energy because we can't leave that unaddressed when we get to tune into it and feel, as you guys that did the free boot know, it's easier to stay calm and focused and be clear when you do the few minutes of clearing the energy. I'm really trying to find, I'm sharing to the wrong thing. I'm so silly. Say hello. And I've got my cards here. I'm going to do a collective reading, but I really would also like to, sometimes I think, I'd like to talk to everybody that's in my feed and see what's happening here. There's so many amazing leaders and gorgeous, sorry, I'm trying to share this to my page, oracles and messengers and creative people and entrepreneurs in my feed. It's incredible, and I'd love for you guys to connect in with me. All right, let me share this to Valtopia. Go. And hi, Elpida. Hey, Kelly Ray. All right, so let me pull.
know
Yay. Let's pull Arcturian light activation cards to see what energy's happening. And you guys drink with me. Every time I take a drink, would you drink with me? Something warm, room temperature warm hot tea. I took a super steamy hot salt bath today and steamed up the shower and sprayed eucalyptus. Your passage is clear.
It exists, and it's inevitable.
Alright, let's see what's coming through.
You know it's possible.
Why you ma wo yi ni wa wa yi mo wo yi wa yi mo wa wa yi mo wa yi mo wa yi wa yi mo wa wa yi mo wa. E wa yi ni ma wa yi wa yi mo wa yi wa yi wa. Ooh, nothing coming through. We're really clearing the energy here first. Grounding into the earth. Open your heart. Down. Wisdom, honey. Wisdom.
I know that there's a scenario. Sometimes
The wisdom should come from within. The wisdom should be answers that you just know. And the knowing, even if it doesn't have all the answer, guides you to the next step of what's best for you. Feel me? Oh, I know. It's possible. I'm looking for all the places I shared this. All right, now we're going to do a question card. And as we're going into tomorrow, we're still, oh my goodness, we are totally on this train, guys. Why do I forgive? Why can I trust? Why do I forgive? Why can I trust? All of this experience is inviting each of us to lean deeper into our own resources. And that doesn't mean that your faith is taking to a place where you just feel like you're going to, everything is just going to be figured out for you. It's never like that. It's your journey. And every experience is here to invite you to learn more about yourself. And so as you go through these experiences that push you to your limit, and invite you not to do what you've been doing, even if it's scary, it's kind of scary for me to be on my ego monkey mind level to lose my phone right as we're going into this and not be able to replace it. But energetically, I trust in myself, and I was thinking about it today about how everything always works out. Even the stuff that was bad or felt bad or was difficult or was really awful, it all works out. And things come in as I've seen them and known them to be happening. And so how are you feeling about your intuition? I had a lot of, hey Sandra, hi Deanne. I had a lot of people reach out to me in the last few days that are waking up and are beginning to see signs and symbols and to trust in their own intuition more. And as you do the forgiveness work for yourself, for having any reaction you're having to what's going on that you may not like about it, or the way other people are responding out there, don't give your energy to what you don't want to give your energy to. And a great way to do that is to just do forgiveness. And if you can't conceptually, if your monkey mind doesn't want to think about it because it's too difficult, then you can do the I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And feel your heart. You want to ground first, and then we did some of that in the free boot. So if you'd like to support that, go and watch the free boot. It's free. It's for cosmic leaders, entrepreneurs, artists, creators, those of you who watch me and love my energy and want to feel more calm, centered, and grounded in your own energy, and how to clear your energy field so that you're not picking up and sponging up on all the chaos that other people might be plugging into. You have enough of your own inner fears and beliefs to manage and shift. You don't want to be being influenced by everyone else's, right? All right, so now we're going to pull the Earth Magic card.
exists.
And who's watching? Who's here with me?
You know it's possible. You know it's possible.
I love it. Crystals and music. Frequencies. Yiwa mana wo yiwa wa yimu wo yiwa wa yimu o yiwa wa yimu a wa yimu wa yimu wa. Iwa wa yimu wo. I feel that. I feel that heart chakra. I do feel it. Alright, so I love that I got to come on here on my main page. Now what I'm going to do is go into the FreeBoot for maybe 20 minutes or something, or 15 minutes, and see who's going to have a private, like a one-to-one reading in the group. Just to pull some of these, or Sacred Rebels. I want to tune in with those of you who've done the video and check back with you. So join the FreeBoot right now if you want to come in and get some more about Valtopia focus, and to understand how to ground center and to shift during this shift from a place of empowerment and self-awareness and inner confidence and trust. Even if you lose your shit, you get to come back into presence. Don't stuff it down. That was one of the things that happened yesterday on the stream. Is someone said, well, now I feel some emotion. I said, yeah, let it out. If you're stuffing it down, it's going to result in physical discomfort and more stress. And then you get into the fog and the confusion and not being able to make clear decisions. You know, when I was going through this phone stuff today, I found myself going into that place. And I was like, nah, I don't want to go into that place. You know, let's not do that. I even said to my friend, I'm not practicing what I preach. So I took a hot bath and share slapped myself. Talked to one of my favorite guides for a couple minutes that brought me back into resonance, and I said, oh yeah, what am I doing? It is what it is. Surrender. Surrender. If you find yourself in this fucked up situation where I can't control it, no matter what it is, surrender to your divine ability to create in the moment, in the quantum, a solution, and to trust and resonate in a different place. And that stay there. You know what I mean? All right. Hi, Kim. Who's here? Who just joined? Drink some water. I feel so thirsty. What do you think of my dreamy, relaxing drop? This is the March drop for my group. It's embedded with codes to support you in clearing your auric field and your energy and your light body, to ground you to the core with your own energy and frequencies, and to open up your light bodies and awareness to feeling expansive and trusting in inspiration coming through to you. Do you feel it? Hey, Sipaluk, thank you. How are you?
I know that there's a scenario.
I like it too.
Sometimes we're up as high as
So, let's pull a fuck yeah card, and then we're going to go into the FreeBoot. Unless you guys have something you want to ask me, or you want to mention something. Just receive the frequencies. Let yourself embody all of your highest resonance, meaning the one that trusts, the one that's peaceful, the one that it has solutions. When you find yourself going into something, the words we speak, the thoughts we have, they do run game and start moving forwards. Hey Krista, how are you? Hey Krista, did you do the Abundance Awakening today? How was it? Definitely be sage bombing. I've been doing a lot of Palo Santo. A lot of Palo Santo. And energetically clearing spaces of my home, my kids' space, just the whole neighborhood, like just, you know, just keeping that energy fresh. Ooh, I feel a lot of third eye now. Whoa. That's it. That's a wrap. Own your frequency, right? Own your frequency. So listen, I'm going to go live in the FreeBoot now for a little bit. Ooh, look what that does with my ring. And if you love this message, which I shared a little bit ago, if you just joined, about what you can do to guide your energy, presence, and being before you go to sleep, while you're awake up in your sleep, when you wake up in the morning, so you can be sure not to spiral into any sort of panic energy or chaos energy that you used to be in and that you long transcended, and now this shift is bringing it out in you. Don't be victim to what was. Allow yourself to decide what is now, no matter what the circumstances are. And that's the one thing I'm loving about this whole big shift, is how my message that I've been sharing for several years now hasn't changed a bit, but it's just so much more pertinent and clear to everyone, because now everyone is sharing the experience of being in a state of, oh my gosh, my life has completely changed. I can't do what I was doing before. Let me be more true to who I am, and I'm working from home, and I'm connecting on different ways and being more creative and creating my reality from my thoughts, beliefs, choices, actions, and everything that I think about and do and be. And everything that I teach is how to do that for yourself. It's not like, how did I do it, and you gotta follow these steps, and you're gonna start, I'm feeding off of my energy. No. Yeah, I got great energy. When we hang out, it's kick-ass, right? I work hard to, I just naturally have a beautiful connection to my source of joy. I was born that way, but I also make sure to stoke it and be healthy and fit and make divine choices about my boundaries and standards. I am not perfect, but the energy comes through for you, and I reflect what's inside of you through my streams, and that's why it resonates for you, and you open up more and feel more courageous to be yourselves. And then, of course, the alchemy and the energy that we do is fucking kick-ass. You know what I'm saying? Sandra says, suddenly everything we've been living makes sense to everyone else. Right, Sandra? Right? And under such interesting circumstances. There's certain aspects of what's going on. I think some of us who've been seeing this coming intuitively with our eye. It never comes out like your eye... Like, you know, as a clairvoyant, as a psychic, you know what's going to happen, and you have a sense, but it never actually happens exactly like you thought it was. How could it, right? Because it's a collective experience, but it's based on each of our visions, and when we actually come into it manifesting, it's like, oh, it can go down like that. And that's what I've been connecting with some of my teachers that I had before, and saying, what do you feel about this? And I've seen some of my, some people posting some things that I don't resonate with at all. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I really want you to feel okay with relaxing and tuning inward and getting off of social media as a source of information about what's happening out there. Tune into social media from beautiful healers and oracles that are going to tell you about how to access your own information inside of you. That's what I do. I do readings, but the readings are about teaching you about your energy and your vision and how to get back into your own tuning system, because that's really where it's at. Other people can sense and tune in, and we can help you open the energy, and we can help you see things and do things. And ultimately, the best guides are the ones that bring you back to yourself. That doesn't mean you don't have a guide. I always invest in a guide to keep me on my shit, but when I can, I have. And each time, it's just bringing me more to myself. It's not a dependency. So, who's here? Say hello. Yo, I definitely feel someone's heart chakra. Who is that? What's the heart chakra? I cut off my hair. Why did I cut off my hair? That's more fun. Like that, we can see the whole painting. I don't know why it's crooked. Why is it crooked? So all these cards fell down in the ground. So let's show them, and then I'm going to sign off. I said I was going to sign off like 10 minutes ago. Leap into your faith and what you know is true for you. Now's the time, if ever. You know, the big thing I learned over the last few years about manifesting my vision that's been gifted me divinely is if I'm in 99%, that 1% that I didn't put in, that fucks with the whole thing. So if you're feeling all scared and freaked out and having all these like kind of timelines playing out in your monkey mind, about how everything is crazy and scary, and then on the other front, you're like, nah, I'm manifesting, it's good, I believe in my divine. No, you gotta be 100% embodied and leap into what feels true for you. And if you're not, that's okay. No shame in your game. Do the work to recognize where you're not. Get support from your sisters, from people who are on the same page with you about you bringing through your sovereign choice of being what that means for you. But you can't be at 1 foot over here, 1 foot over there, because then you get a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then you wonder why you feel scattered or unhappy or don't like what's happening. And in this time, more than ever, you're gonna have to commit to and leap into your trust and faith. And healing and opening up at the same time. That's yours, people. Look, I get it. Healing and opening. Well, find your inner peace, and it will be manifested without, you know? And I think we're all being guided to, even as much as what's going on out there, to take these moments to play and be together in a peaceful way, and to celebrate life. Don't you find yourself thinking about like things you can't do right now and going, wow, I really like to celebrate that thing. I miss it a little, you know, I miss it. Wow, it's like appreciation for everything we've had. And everything that as it's been, and I've never not appreciated it. I've been so grateful for this platform and the freedom to speak my mind and my truth, and to release the fears that we've all had of being truthful. And I'm sure many of us are either thinking, well, now's the time to freaking do it, or some people are probably thinking, I'm like running the other direction. Don't do that. Don't do that. Focus on your simple pleasures and that we're having from this time now. And learn to really appreciate your body and your being and your surrender to your divine truth. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. And this music that you're hearing is yours to enjoy. Just go to my page, and I posted it tonight. I posted it in my free boot, Valtopia. I posted it in the free boots. I would love for you to share it anywhere and everywhere. It's embedded with calming, grounding, heart-opening, cosmic connected frequencies that clear your auric field, your light bodies, and detach you from new patterns that truly aren't resonant with your soul beingness. And now that intention is, of course, guided by your higher self. Please do trust and tune into your divine authority, not a YouTube video. Own your frequency. See you guys in the free boot, and see you tomorrow.